Some money is a rock too heavy to carry. Some money is cloth pretending to be paper. Some money appears when a bank types a number into your account. And one tiny coin got fired because it cost too much money to be money. This is 10 money facts you didn't know. Fact 1. Most modern money is not printed. It is created by bank loans. The Bank of England explains that when a bank gives someone a loan, it credits their account with a new deposit. That deposit is spendable money, even though no fresh stack of notes came from a printing press. That does not mean banks create wealth or unlimited money. It means the closest thing to a money printer can be a loan officer with a keyboard and terrifying confidence. Fact 2. US paper money is not paper. The Bureau of Engraving and Printing says US currency paper is 75% cotton and 25% linen, with tiny red and blue fibers mixed in. So that dollar in your pocket is basically a government-approved piece of fancy laundry. Your wallet is carrying regulated cloth rectangles, and everyone politely calls them paper because the truth sounds like a fabric crime. Fact 3. The penny got too expensive to exist. The US Mint ended circulating penny production in 2025. Existing pennies still count as legal tender, but the Mint says about 300 billion are already out there. The Treasury says the cost of producing a penny rose from 1.3 cents to 3.69 cents over the previous decade. A 1-cent coin was costing more than 1 cent to make. It was financially losing an argument with itself. Fact 4. There are more US $100 bills than $1 bills. Federal Reserve data for the end of 2025 lists about 19.9 billion $100 notes in circulation, compared with about 15.2 billion $1 notes. So the most common US note by count is Benjamin Franklin looking like he knows where the emergency fund is buried. The $1 bill is doing errands. The $100 bill is standing in a vault whispering, "I have assets." And stick around, because the last two facts are where money becomes a rock that does not move, and then gold that does not move either. Fact 5. $1 million can weigh like luggage, or like furniture. The US Currency Education Program says every US banknote weighs about 1 gram, no matter the denomination. So $1 million in $100 bills is about 10 kilograms. $1 million in $1 bills is about 1,000 kilograms. Same million, completely different back injury. Every movie cash bag should come with one question: what denomination is your chiropractor expecting? Fact 6. Cash has a life expectancy, and then it gets shredded. The Federal Reserve estimates that a $10 note lasts about 5.7 years, while a $100 note lasts about 24 years. When banks send currency back to the Fed, machines inspect notes at about 100,000 notes per hour. Notes too worn out for circulation are destroyed. On average, about 15% of deposited notes do not make it back out. So yes, cash has a retirement plan. It is not peaceful. It is industrial confetti. Lol. Fact 7. The US still has legal tender bills bigger than $100. The Bureau of Engraving and Printing says $500, $1,000, $5,000, and $10,000 notes were discontinued in 1969, but they are still legal tender if they exist. There was also a $100,000 gold certificate, the largest note the Bureau ever printed, but that one was only used between Federal Reserve banks, not by the public. The US did print a banknote with 5 zeros on it. It just looked at regular people and said, absolutely not. Fact 8. Some money was a giant stone that did not move. On the island of Yap, stone rings called rai were used for special payments. The Smithsonian describes one rai that weighs 112 pounds, and some were far larger. The very heavy rai did not always move after they changed owners. People knew who owned them because the community remembered the transfer. That is money with no pocket, no wallet, and no checkout line. Just a boulder with a social contract. Fact 9. An old money record system helped burn down Parliament. For centuries, England used wooden tally sticks as financial records. They were marked, split, and matched back together as proof of debts or payments. In 1834, the Exchequer burned 2 cartloads of obsolete tally sticks in stoves below the House of Lords. The heat and smoke turned into the Great Fire of 1834. This is why you do not let ancient finance paperwork choose violence in a basement. Fact 10. Even gold can change owners without moving. The Bank of England says it stores more than 400,000 gold bars in 9 underground vaults. But the bank itself only owns 2 display bars. The rest is stored for customers like governments, central banks, and other institutions. When customers trade gold inside the bank, the bars usually do not move. The ownership changes in the system. So after bank loans, cotton money, expensive pennies, heavy cash, stone money, and burning accounting sticks, the final boss is a gold bar sitting perfectly still while a database does the walking. Money keeps pretending to be the object. But over and over, the strange part is the record. So let us review. Most modern money is created by bank lending. US paper money is cloth. The penny became too expensive to be a penny. There are more $100 bills than $1 bills. $1 million can be a suitcase or a forklift problem. Cash gets inspected and shredded. Huge old bills are still legal tender. Yap had stone money too heavy to move. England burned old accounting sticks and accidentally roasted Parliament. And gold bars can change owners without moving. Money is not just coins and notes. It is trust, law, memory, metal, cotton, debt, vaults, machines, old wood, and a lot of humans agreeing that the number counts. Quick, which one made money sound least real? The bank loan, the expensive penny, the stone that changed owners without moving, or the gold bar that stayed still while the computer did the deal? Put your answer in the comments. Subscribe before your wallet realizes it is mostly paperwork in a costume. And yes, that sounds least like money.